you wondering if your spouse is abusive? Maybe you know something isn't right, but you're just not sure if it's abuse. Over the years, I've spoken to hundreds of people who've been victims of domestic abuse from a narcissistic spouse, but they don't even know that it's abuse. Because unless it's physical abuse, it's really hard to tell where the line is. In this video, I'm going to share with you some lists that I've compiled of what actual victims of narcissistic abuse have described the feeling as. In their own words, these are the ways they've described to me what narcissistic abuse feels like. So when you read these lists with me, you can see if this resonates with you, if this is how you're feeling. So you know, first of all, that you're not alone. Second of all, that it's not your fault. And finally, that you are not crazy. And if you haven't already, will you please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified each time I publish a new video. This information is important and I don't want you to miss any of it. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a transformation coach, a motivational speaker, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I've helped hundreds of women and a handful of men leave narcissistic spouses and go on and create wonderful new lives that are joyful and drama-free. So now let's read these lists. The first list I want to share with you is a list of one-word adjectives that people, men and women, have used to describe how they feel in their marriage to an abusive, narcissistic, controlling, toxic spouse. Trapped, alone, isolated, lost, overwhelmed, used, confused, hopeless, desperate, bullied, tortured, belittled, devastated, frustrated, afraid, small, shocked, broken, worthless, neglected, unappreciated, shell-shocked. Now here's another list of the way people have described in a longer fashion what they feel like after having endured years of narcissistic abuse. Like I lost myself, like I was nothing, like I was walking on eggshells, like I was crazy, like nothing makes sense, like dying a slow death. I was second-guessing everything, like there was an elephant on my chest, like I wanted to die, like being on a roller coaster, like I was drowning. When I got near the surface, he pushed me down again, like I was in a fog, like something must be wrong with me, like I'm not worthy, like I'm suffocating. I was doubting my reality, like I can't do anything right. I was on pins and needles, like I was just existing. So let me ask you, do you see yourself in any of these lists? Does this describe what you're feeling now in your marriage? If so, you could be the victim of narcissistic abuse. This kind of abuse is insidious. It's like a slow drip. You don't see it happening. It wears away at you because it's happening slowly, day in and day out, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It is like living in a house with carbon monoxide poisoning. You don't see it, but it's slowly killing you. So if you're realizing that this is you, this is your life, this is your reality, I want you to know you can heal. You may not be able to even fathom of actually leaving, but there are other ways you can cope. You may not be able to leave now because you're not strong enough in many ways, maybe emotionally or financially or physically, but you can get stronger. You can learn not to let the abuse in. The first step is to recognize it. The second step is to get support. You can do this though. You can heal. And that's exactly why I've created my group coaching program. It's the first step. This all seems undoable right now. I get it. You don't know how you would ever get real one-on-one coaching. I understand. So I made this group coaching program just for you. It's the perfect first step to start understanding what you're going through, getting some information, getting some support, having a community of people who understand, who have been through it as well, or who are also going through it. So I call this group coaching program Shift because I'm trying to help you make some mindset shifts around the abuse and setting boundaries and getting stronger. You can find out more about it on my website, where there'll be a link in the description below. But it is a totally safe, private community where you can get support, get your questions answered, and get some coaching in a group environment. You commit month to month. There's no long-term commitment. You decide each month if you want to rejoin. And in addition to the weekly calls, oh, and you can be anonymous if you want. You can sign in with an alias. You can keep your camera off, whatever's comfortable for you. But in addition to the Zoom calls, there's a secret private Facebook group where only members of this group can join. And that's where you will also get a lot of love and support every day, as often as you like. So if you're interested in that, I hope you'll click the link below and start the process of joining us. And I really do hope to see you in the program soon. If you found this information useful, will you do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. I am happy to answer any of your questions here, or you can email me at victoria@victoriamccooey.com. Thanks so much for watching. I've chosen a couple of other videos to link here for you, and I hope you'll take a look. And I'll see you in the next video.